Hi, I'm Silke. Welcome to my video about stress management. Today I'm going to talk about the best way to find your inner peace or your mental peace on a stressful day. You know how days can get busy, so busy that you rush from one meeting or one appointment or one duty to another, and before you know it, it's the end of the day. And you just know that tomorrow will be just as busy as today was. Well, we are lucky with our brain because we are absolutely able to handle almost every bit of stress life gives us every day, and we will still function as we are supposed to. But only up to a certain point. And then our mind and body tell us we need to step back a little, at least for a while. What this video is about is not coping with mental stress that builds up over time, but about fighting against a stressful feeling just on such a busy day I described. Well, for most of us, we can all relate to those days, right? We have them either all the time or sometimes. But when we are honest with ourselves, what do we do against it? Against that stressful feeling between duties, between appointments, or between meetings. Most of us don't actively do anything against it. We just let it pass. We just let it happen, and we just let it determine how we feel. Concepts like mental peace or inner peace are very far away on those busy days. Until today. Today, I'm telling you the best way to find your inner peace on a stressful day. You are about to get very effective advice, which is so easy to include in a busy day. A dear family member of mine, a cousin with a full-time job, kids, and a big home to take care of, came to me asking for help. She couldn't remember any time with a low level of stress since she had her children. She told me what she misses most of her old self was having time. Time for herself, time to calm down in the middle of the day, time to relax, time to have daydreams, just to gain some energy for the rest of the day. In other words, what she was hoping to get back was her ability to find inner peace on a stressful day. The funny thing was, right when we started talking, she told me she would not take any advice that required her not fulfilling her daily duties with everything and everybody. At first, I'm being honest, this was a challenging task for me, but we came up with the perfect way for her to finally find her inner mental peace. Well, we all have those days that are completely busy from morning till the end, or whenever you call it a night. That can be the end of your workday, or maybe after your children are in bed. Many times it feels like time is just flying by without real breaks in between. Our stress level is high the whole time. We are on the clock, we are under pressure, and we just keep doing everything we are supposed to do, one thing after another. Going to work, attending meetings, listening to stories of colleagues, picking up our children, rushing to the store, cooking dinner, doing the laundry, having a quick phone call, while doing millions of other stuff simultaneously, and so on and so on. Feeling or finding internal peace while days, like I just described, repeat themselves over and over again sounds like something very far away, and it seems impossible to achieve inner peace. The thing is that never-ending to-do lists, duties in your job, duties at home, and all the mental load you might have every day, just as my dear family member, always have priority before we take care of ourselves. And that is understandable, of course, because you need to take care of all those things. And this video is not about telling you to neglect any of those things you have to do every day. It's about using what you already have, but what you most likely are not using at all so far. Many people feel like they shouldn't take care of everything to win some extra time for themselves. They feel like they should just leave things as they are sometimes and make time for themselves instead. We all know that on a regular day with all the duties we have, that is very hard to realize. And that thought causes additional stress and can make us feel incompetent because we feel like we are just not able to take care of ourselves and find our inner peace. This is exactly like my cousin felt. She felt like there was no way out. She hadn't even thought about possibilities to achieve internal peace while she was going through her day. And here is the big problem for most people. Whenever we think there's no way out, then there is actually a way out. So in the end, our way of thinking and our attitude are key to our misery. This was the first thing my dear cousin and I talked about. And then we came up with easy solutions that always, really always work. I'm going to tell you the details in a minute. For my cousin, like for many people, being on a permanent high stress level feels like a wheel that doesn't stop turning, and it feels like it's turning against us, no matter how fast we are going. A problem can also be that the term alone, the term finding internal peace, not only sounds soothing, but it can also sound intimidating. Intimidating in a way that it sounds like a big step we really should take, right? Like a big thing we should finally do, like something life-changing. And change can be intimidating. But I'm telling you, there is absolutely nothing to be intimidated about. And now I'm going to tell you what you actually can do without making any extra time or without neglecting your daily duties at all. I'm going to tell you what my cousin and I talked about and how she changed her life with no extra effort without doing anything less than before. Well, we all have so many little time frames between our duties that we just let them pass by without noticing them every single day. And these are time frames we do not use at all in a way that serves us in any way. We all have those tiny little time frames in the middle of our days, and we don't even pay attention to them. I'm talking about time frames like the time on our commute to work, or the time we need from work to home, or the time when we walk from one meeting room to the other, or the time when we go to bed until we fall asleep. And these are all little time frames you have and you are given automatically every day. Do yourself a favor and count them together, and I'll promise you, you'll be amazed how much time you'll count together at the end. And this is time you haven't used at all so far, until today. Well, maybe you have used it, but probably in the wrong way, probably in a self-destructive way. I asked my cousin to do an easy thing for me. I asked her to sit down and count together all these mini time frames in between her daily things she had to do. And when she was done, my cousin could not believe how much time she actually had available for herself during a regular day. It came down to nearly 50 minutes. This was a lot of time given her busy days with all her responsibilities. But 50 minutes in which she had to talk to no one, in which she could be alone with her thoughts, in which she was just driving or walking from one place to the other. And how did she use these 50 minutes until the two of us talked? Those 50 minutes she had used for stressful thoughts, for feeling sorry for herself, for being so busy and stressed. I showed her how she could train her brain, train her mind, train her attitude to get used to using all of her time in that new positive way. After a while, we talked again, and she told me she felt like a new person. She got so used to her new way of thinking about her time that she feels so energized every day. She trained her mind to look forward to the next break in between things. And exactly that helped her find and gain her internal peace on stressful days. Now, what you can do within those time slots is using your imagination, using your mind to find your inner peace. Finding internal peace doesn't have to mean spending any extra time in your busy life. As you see, there are plenty of empty time slots already included in your day. And smart people use them to achieve inner peace in the middle of busy days. Even 1 minute will do to relax you instantly. It sure helped my cousin. All right, I hope you found this video helpful. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so that you won't miss any of my future new videos. Also, if you subscribe, it really helps my channel grow and It helps me make more helpful content for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video.